In worst headache ever news.
Oh.
Worst headache
I can name a few
ever.
of those.
Submitted by Ronan. Hi, Ronan.
Ooh, Ronan Warriors.
Is that Brandon's dog?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a cool name. A woman passes out after a splitting headache, wakes up thinking she's in 1980.
Oh, shit.
That's a cool era to wake up in, though.
Yeah.
You didn't though.
Cool. Huh?
She didn't wake up in 1980. She woke up in 2019.
How old is she?
56.
Oh, she thought she was in the 1980s, huh?
Yeah.
What kind of headache did she have that made her pass out like that?
Well, so they're saying that she has been diagnosed with transient global amnesia, or TGA.
Transient global? That sounds like homeless worldwide amnesia. Transients are also called homeless.
Yeah, because she lost the last 38 years of her life. Like she just,
Like the memory's gone.
the memory of the last 38
That's
years of
dope.
her life.
Oh, that's weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
She gets to
one
learn
day-
all over again.
Yeah. So her name is Kim. She was leaving Bible study at her local church when then she called her husband. She was complaining about this excruciating headache and that she had blurry vision. So he told her to go to the emergency room. But then some friends found her passed out in the church parking lot, and then they rushed her to the hospital.
Oh, no.
And then the first thing that she remembers waking up is a nurse asking her questions, asking her like, do you know what today is and what year you're in? She's like, yeah, 1980. She's like, can you tell me who the president is? She's like, yeah, Ronald Reagan. And then the nurse left.
Shit.
And then her husband, but she didn't know. The stranger walked into the room,
Oh, fucker, who the hell are you?
grabbed her hand, and
She's
like,
like,
was
"Ew."
crying. He had like tears in his eyes, and then she was like, oh, I think something's wrong.
So who's this old guy?
It turns out to be her husband, David, of 17 years.
What if her husband was like, oh, she thinks she's in 1980? So he gets in 1980 clothes, and he shows up with a fucking like fanny pack, tie-dye shirt and shit, or like...
Except he's 61 and she thinks that she's 20.
She was about to turn 18 in 1980. So she like the last thing she remembers is being 17 about to turn 18.
Matt, she goes up to a mirror. She's like, ah!
She did. She was
She's like, I'm an old motherfucker.
yeah, let me show you guys
I wonder if she still feels 17. She's like, I'm horny as fuck.
Oh yeah. Let me show you a video clip.
That's the first thing that you're thinking of.
I would. I feel young
She
again.
said, do you know what year it is? And I said, yes, it's 1980.
She knew that Ronald Reagan was president.
Thank you all very much.
But everything after 1980 was erased. She didn't even know her husband, David. They were married in 2005.
He looks like Krusty the Clown.
He had tears in his eyes, and I thought, oh man,
He looks like Homer Simpson, the real life
Yeah.
version.
I'm your husband.
Kim didn't even recognize herself.
When I woke up, I was about to turn 18. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, this is not 18.
Whoa. I wonder if she was like, what's all this technology?
Yeah, where was that
Flat
influence?
screen TV, the
Yeah,
internet.
she's relearning everything.
Oh shit, she's still slowly trying to come back.
Oh yeah, none of these memories are gonna come back. Like they don't think that she's ever gonna get these memories back.
Wow. I wonder if it was
So
like from the
she's-
concussion at all or just from the headache.
I don't know, something like
It's like a
fucked her
reset
up.
personality.
So she gave birth to 2 kids.
Oh no.
She has 2 boys that she raised that are her nephews, and then she has 3 stepchildren, so that equals 7 kids that she does not remember at all. And she also has grandchildren
God.
that she doesn't remember.
Dude, that would fucking suck, dude. I missed out so many parts of my life.
I know. And she also had to go through the grief again of her mom and her brother
that passed away.
that passed away.
Because in her head, she was just 17, and they were right there.
And then suddenly you got wrinkles and kids.
And you're like way heavier than you used to be. Your pussy don't work the same
Kind
way.
of like 13 going on 30. Did you guys ever see?
Except it's 13 going
I'd
up
rather
50.
I'd rather do the opposite. I'd rather fast forward, but physically I'm younger.
I know.
Do you think
It's like before I know it in my head, I'm like 90, but then I'm like 10.
Do you think she was also like emotionally stunted too? Like the difference between like a teenager and a fully grown adult.
Yeah.
Emotionally, like is a lot
and their
different.
experiences is what we
Yeah.
learn from.
Yeah, so her and her husband are saying,
She was still a virgin.
her husband is saying,
What? You don't know that.
She was probably sucking crazy dick. Who knows?
80s. It was right after 70, 79. No, there was no boundaries. No boundaries.
Cum blasting everywhere.
And she might have muscle memory. Like she might not have mental memory, but she might have been like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, I hear it. Like sucking dick is like riding a bike.
Like, whoa, 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 whoa,
You never
whoa,
be
whoa,
out of it
whoa, whoa, whoa,
rusty, but yeah, you don't
whoa,
want
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dude, that would suck because you're 18, right? And your image of an attractive man is not this dude that you're married to. And then you have to go and suck.
It was like a New Kids on the Block guy that you were in love with.
Yep.
Can you imagine you're 18 and all of a sudden you're old and you're married to
56.
Homer Simpson? Yeah.
Yeah. So her husband was saying like, yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like I'm married to an 18-year-old now. So yeah, what you were saying, like the emotional intelligence and just
really?
like all that stuff,
It just reset.
yeah, it went back.
Can we like party tonight?
I know.
Yeah, because what if she's like, this is boring. I want to do some party shit.
But my back fucking hurts. My back and hips fucking hurt, but I still want to
And then
party.
when I scream too loud, I pee a little bit.
Oh my god.
Damn.
What was
It's
it like
that
being an
movie.
18-year-old girl, huh?
You know how you like when you that one movie where you like wake up and then you
Freaky
switch-
Friday?
I forgot. It was like they switch roles.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, it's Freaky Friday with the mom, the mom and the daughter.
The daughter. Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Well, there's an original one. But yeah,
Oh.
that's the most recent.
That's crazy. That's like real life, but then there's nothing else.
Dude, she's gonna be like super, like, just hyper emotional maybe. Because you know, as an 18-year-old, all 18-year-old kids were crazy.
Hell
yeah.
Guys and girls, dude.
She was-
Fucking insane.
She was meant to die, but she didn't. And then someone, time traveled. And then during the
I thought of
headache,
that when I was reading
they entered her mind.
Yeah, that's too much because you're right. 18 is like when my friend he's I think 25 or so. He got on Tinder. I was trying to help my man set up. I was helping him pick out pictures. You know, you write this, you gotta write a bio. And when he was doing his preferences, I was like, nope, 23 and up. Below that, we are fucking crazy. Like there's some.
Y'all are easier before that.
Dude, no, 18 to 22. Were y'all fucking crazy? 18 to 22?
What's your definition of crazy?
I
Crazy.
think girls are crazy regardless.
I was I was insanely insecure. I was like a little just like I don't know. I didn't have my priorities in order. I was doing things based off of what I wanted and my emotions rather than what was best for, a couple and like other things.
I think
Like
everyone's
yeah.
crazy during that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Just relative to who they are.
Those there's 40-year-olds that still are like that.
50-year-olds.
Yeah.
But it's really heightened, dude. I just remember half the stupid shit I said when I was 18. I just want to go back in time so I could beat the fucking shit out of myself.
dude, I would beat the shit out of myself at 18. I would be like,
I remember I was telling my girlfriend at the time, I was like, dude, fuck this school thing. I'm just gonna fucking be a stand-up comic and travel the world. it happened. But at the time it was not possible. Still happened. Actually, you know what? Young David wasn't that dumb.
I was actually just thinking that too because I thought about it for a minute. I was like, I moved out of my parents' house. I was like, wait a minute, I learned how to pay bills when I was like 17, 18, And I moved back in. I just needed like a slap.
Just a little quick little slap.
Imagine being 18 and your future self just comes dressed all normal, looks good, and they just look at you, slap you across the face, and then leave.
18-year-old David would have been freaked out. It's like,
I
so.
wouldn't have learned shit though. I'd be like, who this bitch that looked like me just hit me in the face?
Yeah, you wouldn't learn anything.
I feel like I would have.
Oh, okay.
It's like, who's this fucking skinnier guy, dude? It's like, I finally lost weight. He goes, dude, it happened, bro. And he fucking just wait it
That's
out.
all you want to hear?
Nah, just wait it out,
Just
dude.
wait it out instead of work hard and get it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell them, hey, start walking an hour a day. That's what I did.
Dude, all it takes, dude, is to just walk. Really? And then I just walk every day and I get jumped in the neighborhood.
Oh no. But yeah, what you described about her, like she was supposed to die and then someone went into her brain. Did you see that show on Netflix? That's why you said it. Okay. Because they did a show like that where they time travel, but they jump into people's brains that are supposed to die, but right before they die, they get this crazy ass headache and then they change into a different person. It's like the corniest show ever.
But I like it.
I like those people who have like brain shit that happens and they wake up and they speak a different language.
Yeah. Like that one Irish lady that spoke Chinese.
Yeah, like fluently. Like it was like legit fucking man. I don't know, how do you explain that?
Or like Flatliners, I mean it's another movie, but Flatliners, how they die for a few seconds or whatever and then they come back and they have like this crazy ass talent. Like one could play the piano insanely
That's fucking
great.
crazy, dude. I would love for that shit to happen to me,
Yeah.
man.
Because I think it might be a different soul that just enters your body and replaces it.
Dude, there's those
You're
fucking
possessed?
kids.
Fuck that.
But in a good way.
Or maybe you already learned something and even know you learned it. Maybe you watch someone play the piano and you already learned it,
Your brain's like, I got that shit.
but then
But doesn't want to share.
Yeah, but then now you like did something to it. Now you learned it.
Yeah, I want to learn how to unlock certain shit like that because I watched this one Child Genius show where they would play a song and then by ear the kid could just recreate it.
Damn.
It's like fucking nuts.
Well, maybe if we all have that ability, we just haven't unlocked it yet. That would be amazing, dude.
Like all of us can secretly speak Mandarin, and we just have to unlock it.
Yeah, dude. Maybe if I just pretend to speak it, it'll just happen when they say.
Well, if you think about
That's really good.
if you think about kids, right? Like they don't even learn. They have to learn language from scratch. Whereas like for when you're an adult, you can go, oh, it's similar to this language, which is similar to this language, and you have other tools. Like you already have a language to start with.
It's harder.
That you can well, it's harder because you don't remember how hard it was. So if you already know English, right, you could be like, oh, it's like this, so it has the same rules, and you tie it together, and then you can learn that way. But as a child, you don't even know how to communicate with another human being. You're just absorbing. So I think what language is it's emotions thrown through sounds. And then that's why I think sometimes women learn language way faster than men do.
Shit was deep.
Yep.
We just have a lot of like mental barriers. Like we only compute.
It sounded like
the way
women
that we
are.
wanna compute.
Women are smart, is what he said.
He said emotion through sound. Somebody write that down. Put it
This
on
fool did this
Wikipedia.
fucking Instagram story where he was imitating Korean. You son of a bitch. That shit was so funny. Because it legit sounded like Korean.
I was Korean freestyling, dude.
I was listening to it. I was like, you know what? I'm a little mad, but that shit really does sound like Korean. Like if I was just walking by, I would have been like, that guy's fluent. You know? I would just walk
That
by.
Asian guy is fluent.
Snippet. Do you remember what you did?
I was freestyling. It was just straight. It was just my flow was so good.
That shit was.
You don't watch my stories?
You should check it out.
Sorry.
See, that's your problemo.
It's
You're
always
alright.
it's Taika or it's something else.
Or this fool doing something stupid, dude.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's always something stupid or Taika.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to use stories.